Man, hello and welcome back to Frogboy X1 Gaming. I'm Andrew, and today we're going to ask if PlayStation Plus Premium effectively killed the virtuous cycle that Jim Ryan was talking about when it comes to the PlayStation brand. Is PlayStation Plus Premium going to make it so people don't buy games on the PlayStation anymore? I think it might. So if you like this content, don't forget to like and subscribe, and let's talk about this for a minute. As you can see, I've brought you into my PlayStation 5. We're going to go ahead and we're going to look at this PlayStation Plus Premium again because I've had it for about a week. Today has been a week that I have had PlayStation Plus Premium. I've been able to look at this, play some games on it, have a little bit of fun, go through nostalgia lane, checking out some of these older games that I've had and played on the PlayStation 3. That classics catalog is pretty good. It's pretty good. It's got a lot of fun stuff in there. If you don't mind streaming anything from PS1 to and Vita or PSP, those games you can download them to your console. Except for the PlayStation 3, you can pretty much download any of those games. Yes, some of them have gotten upgrades, updates. They look smoother. They look cleaner. There's different filters, blah, 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 stuff that you can play around with. It might seem a little half-baked, but what on a PlayStation 5 doesn't feel half-baked? But does it offer enough value to keep PlayStation gamers from buying PlayStation 5 games when they launch? Yeah, let's take a look at this. Right out of the gate, man, you get Spider-Man Miles Morales. There's 20 million PlayStation 5s out there sold already. That means a lot of people can play that game. You can play Assassin's Creed Valhalla. You can play Demon's Souls. You can play or 2K22, Ghost of Tsushima, the Director's Upgrade on PlayStation 5, Returnal, the Spider-Man Game of the Year Edition. Now, that one there kind of sucks because if you want to play the upgraded version, yeah, you can download this, but then you got to pay $20 to upgrade it to your PlayStation 5 so you can play that. But other games like Red Dead Redemption 2, Guardians of the Galaxy. Now let me just show you why this is a value. I paid $50 for Spider-Man Miles Morales. Paid $60 for Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Paid $70 for Demon's Souls. I didn't buy that. Paid $70 for that. Paid $70 for Returnal the day it came out. I paid an extra $20 to upgrade that, and I'm over $100. I did not buy this game. Guardians of the Galaxy, I paid $60 right when it launched. Red Dead Redemption 2, I paid $60 when it launched. Same with Mortal Kombat 11, same with Death Stranding, Horizon Forbidden West, God of War, The Crew 2, Injustice 2, Control, Bloodborne, For Honor, Final Fantasy 15. I think this one here was $29 or $39.99. But you see where I'm going with this, man? I am a person that actually buys my games when they come out day one. Basically anything I want to play when I want to play it. Paid full price for MXGP 2021. And as you can see, you go down and you'll see the ones that I have purchased. Shadow of the Colossus. I got Wreckfest on the PlayStation Plus or whatever. I bought that game. Days Gone. Most of these right here have purchased a bunch of these. This one here I got on Xbox. But, okay, here's the thing. As I scroll down here and I show you the caliber of games, Until Dawn. This game I bought day one when it came out, and that is a freaking really good game. Really fun. Definitely should play this. All of this stuff right here, if you're not me and you don't buy your games day one, look at this, man. Look at this. This value is literally enough, and I mean we're not talking about just mid games, man. We're talking about some pretty heavy hitters. And you look at this right here, Miles Morales, Demon's Souls. These were launch games. These three right here, basically launch games on the PlayStation 5. You look at that, and you look at their willingness to drop PlayStation 5 games on here. This is my prediction. They're going to put their first-party games in this service. They're going to drop them after... You'll probably see them show up in the service after 30 days, 90 days, or 6 months, or 180 days. That's my assumption. That depending on the game, the title, the quality of the title, you'll either see them drop really soon, like something with like like Destruction All Stars. If this Destruction All Stars would have came out like right now, it would either, and you will see games coming to the service day and date. But if something like Destruction All Stars was to come out right now, that would probably 100% hit this service day and date. Other games that, yeah, right here, Destruction All Stars. There's other games that are going to come out, you know, something probably like, let's get back up here. Something like Uncharted Lost Legacy. If this was dropping today, this, you know, not necessarily a full game, but something like a half game, you'd probably see that one drop within 30 days to 3 months. You'd probably see that drop on this service within 3 months of it being out. Killzone Shadowfall would probably be something like that. You know, one of those heavy hitter, you know, something like Medieval, the remaster or the remake or whatever. That would definitely be hitting this service, probably like a day one game, possibly a day one, or up to 30 days. And here's why that matters. Why does that matter? Like Uncharted 4, if that was coming out today, it would be a 6-month game possibly. Some of them might be a year. You know, you might be looking for something like God of War, Ragnarok. That one might actually be a year. I could 100% see, Horizon Forbidden West coming to the service fairly soon. Probably any month now. Like any month now, they are literally packaging that game in with PlayStation 5s and selling it at a discount already. If you buy a brand new PlayStation 5, you get it for, I think it's what, $549.99. So you get like $50. You're already getting a $20 discount on that game. So yeah, I could definitely see that coming to the service fairly soon. And I will, and they will be doing. You can bet your bottom dollar that Sony will do something like say God of War Ragnarok or one of their heavy hitter games. You know, gets to a while out there, and they're like, hey, you know, better hurry up and jump on this now. We're gonna drop this in the subscription service for a week, or for 30 days, or just something to get people pumped about paying for this. And here's the thing. I've said this in other videos prior to this service coming out, me actually getting it, checking it out. I do think this is a value. Here's the thing, though. Sony does kind of make it a little hard for you to upgrade it 1 month. So here's the thing. And this is what I thought was possibly going to be the problem for PlayStation and how it would affect their virtuous cycle. But here's the thing, okay? PlayStation games, you know, you can consider them as one and done. Like you can. Like some gamers, you know, consider, like, I played through Ghost of Tsushima one time. I played through these here one time. You know, God of War. I've played through that one a couple times. So, I mean, but most of the time you can consider, like, if I only had to download this on the service, say if I only had to download God of War on this service, I would have 100% played it and been cool with that. Just for my subscription service, I'd have been like, yeah, that was great. Seeing as I own it, I literally own a digital copy. I've played it twice. But if I didn't own it, if I could have just did that and played that. But here was the thing, okay? I'm getting a little ahead of myself because this is kind of weird. And this is how I think that this is going to happen, and this is why it's going to happen. Sony makes it pretty hard for you to do a 1 month subscription at a time. Especially if you already signed up for Gold, or not Gold, but PlayStation Plus, or, you know, PlayStation Now or whatever. If you already signed up for a whole year, they're going to want you to convert for a whole year. Like, you have to completely cancel your thing and wait until it doesn't show any of that for you to even select a 1 month. Whereas on Xbox Game Pass, you can select 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, whatever. Like, you can do that, but you cannot select a 1 year on the Game Pass Ultimate, which I really like the way that Sony does that. And we're going to get to that because you can get PlayStation Plus Premium for $120 a year. So that effectively makes it $10 a year. And let's be frank, like, I thought that it was going to be a lot easier to get 1 month subscription, so it would have made it easier for you to, yeah, dude, that game's coming out that month and it's dropping on the service. Boom! Just go ahead and pay this $18 and play the game. But for anything PlayStation 4 or PlayStation 5, you don't even need premium. You only need premium if you want to take advantage of the game trials, if you want to take advantage of streaming the games. You don't need that for extra. If you want to just download PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5 games, you don't even need to pay the extra for the premium. The premium is just going to add even more value at a year's subscription price than you're going to get from the other one, because you're basically paying $100 for extra and $120 for that. Might as well pay the extra $20 to get all the extra added goodies that are coming to this, as well as all of the freaking games that you're going to get. So I do think that PlayStation Premium, here's the thing, man. I think the service is good, and I do think that this is going to convince PlayStation players. This is going to convince PlayStation players to stop buying games. PlayStation's going to not be selling as many games because of this service. Oh boy, oh boy. And you can laugh at me right now, you little PlayStation fanboys. You can tell me whatever you want, but this right here is effectively going to make it so PlayStation gamers don't buy games no more. Oh my gosh, man, it's going to ruin their virtuous cycle. It is. It is. This is a good service. This is actually a good value. There's no ands, ifs, or buts about it. PlayStation is competing with Game Pass. I still believe Game Pass to be the better value due to the fact that they are putting their games on their day and date, and it is technically cheaper than paying for this. But, once they do the family plan and everything, it's pretty close. I'm not even going to lie. Like, there's no way to sugarcoat this. This service is pretty close. Like, it is pretty close. Like, it does deliver a value. Like, these are games that I've bought that I actively wanted to play. There's a lot of them. So here's the thing, man. With as many games as I scroll through and I see games that I'm like, oh my gosh, I bought that. Oh my gosh, I bought 3 on that row, 4 on that row. I got 1 on here. Like, this right here shows you just all these ones that are bought and paid for, installed. This just shows you that, yeah, this is a good service. They're putting good games on there. Now, I have a lot of the ones that are on Game Pass as well. So that's why I consider both of these a value, because these are a value. If I didn't have the money that I have to be able to buy the games that I buy, and I bought this service and I was sitting here, I'm like, oh my gosh, look at these games that I get to play, because, yeah, I already bought them, and that's the thing. These are ones that I bought that I actively want to play. So here's yeah, that just goes to show you that anything that I've purchased is something that I would have wanted to play. And that's why I consider both of these things a value, because I've already been through probably 40 titles on here that I've bought, that I've actively bought, that I still own, that are still part of my digital collection, that are games that I will continue to play. So yeah, PlayStation Plus is this is a value. It's close. It is close. This is pretty dang close, man. This is pretty close. There's some things that separate, Xbox away from this, but yeah, this is pretty close. This is a dang good value, man, and this is only the first month. So, yeah, this is going to catch on. This is exactly what Game Pass needed to continue to grow, because now Xbox's closest competition in the console market has now 100% threw their hat in the game, and now developers are going to look at this and be like, okay, we're going to need to make games for these services that we can pitch to Microsoft and Sony that they will just pay us out front for to put on these services. So yes, you are going to get some mid, you are going to get a lot of double A's, you are going to get a lot of filler stuff. You are going to get a lot of filler stuff on these services, and that's fine. That's fine. Because the more content you get, the more selection you have, the better the value. But they are going to have to drop better. They're going to have to drop meat and potatoes games on these services, and I think they will. Because if all you're getting for a long time is just those mid-filler games, seriously, you're not going to keep paying for these services, and they know that. But Sony will have you hooked in for a year, where Microsoft will have you hooked in for up to 6 months at a time. So that's the thing. Both of these services offer a value. They do offer good games. We will continue to monitor PlayStation Plus Premium on this channel for at least the next year. I can already tell you right now, the way it looks, I probably will just go ahead and keep the subscription after the year, because this looks pretty good. This is a value. If I need to be able to play something, I should have access to this to be able to play games. So, and plus I get this classic catalog, which is pretty freaking cool. I've already downloaded and played a bunch of these freaking games. I've already streamed some of them. Like, I'm having a blast. I'm having fun with this. Same thing with Game Pass. This definitely this is pretty cool. This is pretty cool, man. I do like this service. I do think that this is worth picking up and having. And yeah, this is only the first month. We will definitely see how this goes. So yeah, I feel like the service is gonna affect Sony's little virtuous cycle for sure. So if you like this content, don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. And yeah, man, thanks for helping this channel grow. I really do appreciate all of you guys.